getting half the story. Things changed for me a number of years ago, and I might have told this story before, but for me it's so powerful. I was still working, and was here in Kansas City, and I ended up going out for lunch, and it was a little place on College near Antioch, a little Italian restaurant I like to go. And I took a magazine. I was sitting up in a booth and just reading and eating a slice of pizza or whatever it is I had that day. And here comes a bunch of 4 or 5 guys, and the booths were up on a little platform. It's kind of like where I am now. I'd be eating up here, and I'd be looking down, and there was a 4 or 5 guys eating their lunch, and they were all young business guys, and they all were friends, and they were just doing their lunch break. And one of them was talking about how the Bible was such a powerful guide and help in his life, and the other guys were kind of making fun of him. Not kind of, they were making fun of him in a nice way because they were friends. They weren't, they all worked together. And I was listening to him, and I said, that guy's right. The one guy is right. The Bible is a great verse. Jesus Christ is such a power that we have. And I should have gone down and said something to them, but I didn't. So I finished my meal and got my check and walked out, and I'm thinking about it. I walked by the table, and they're still there eating. And I thought, I know I should have done something. I know I should have said something, and I didn't. And I walked out to the parking lot, got in my car, and I said, God, I knew that that's something you wanted me to do, and I didn't do it. And I'm sorry. The next time it comes up, I will step up, and I will, whatever you ask me to do, I will step up and I will talk. And I meant it. And I started the car, I backed out of my spot. I'm going out of the parking lot, and I go past the door of the restaurant that I just left. The door opens, and those 4 or 5 guys walk out. My gosh, they hadn't even had dessert yet. And I thought, I just told God the next time it happened. Right then, I stopped the car right in the middle of the parking lot. I got out, I walked over to him, and I said, hey, I heard what had lunch there a minute ago, and I heard you guys talking, and I heard this young man talk about the power of Jesus Christ in his life and how powerful the Bible is and what a tool it is. And I talked for a couple of minutes and told them how right he was and how it really did make a difference. They did not say one word to me. They just listened. I finished. I said, thanks. I got in my car, and I drove off. They never said a word. But from that moment on, I got it. I had to listen. God was asking me to do stuff, and I wasn't paying attention. And I'm doing a better job of listening. And it's happened that God has given me a lot of opportunities. And I'm sure there were a lot of opportunities I had before. But it's not through me. I didn't know the words to say. He knew the words that those guys, those men needed to hear. And so when I was talking to him at the door, I didn't have to think what I was going to say. He gave me the words to say, just like he did to Peter and John when they were before the Sanhedrin, just like they'll do to you if you're obedient to go to what God is calling you to go.